Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Pro Strategy Football 2024, continue with our 1978 season, alternate replay, reimagined Kansas City Chiefs. We're in week 4. The Broncos visit Kansas City in a very important matchup early on in the season. We will try and lead the 1978 Chiefs to a 500 record or better. Kansas City would finish 4-12, but did play some very close games. They were the number 2 rushing team in the NFL, averaging 4.5 yards per carry. However, the Chiefs failed horribly in the passing department and defensively. So let's see if we can run with an occasional play-action pass to victory. All other games will be played out in the background with updates and highlights from the studio. So after 3 weeks, let's go to the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 4. All other games are simmed in the background. Denver is 1-2. Kansas City's 1-2. Let's go to coach and switch this to player 1. So we will be coaching the Kansas City Chiefs as always. Let's scout the Denver Broncos quickly. Red Miller is the coach. They favor the running game. They'll rotate their running backs. They favor a 3-4. And they balance between man and zone. Offensively, Craig Morton is out. So Norris Weiss will be the starting quarterback. Your lead running backs are Otis Armstrong and John Keyworth. Riley Odoms is a good tight end. Your wideouts, Haven Moses and Jack Doblin. Rick Upchurch is also pretty good, along with Vince Kenny. Offensive line, solid. Minor, Glassick, Bryant, Howard, Neville. I think he was a former Patriot. Defensively, they're down 3. Chavos, Carter, Lyle Alzado. Linebackers, Swenson, Jackson, Rizzo, Gradishire and Jackson, very good. Defensive backs, your cornerbacks are Wright and Foley, very good. Free safety, Bernard Jackson. Strong safety, Bill Thomas. Another very good defensive back. Special teams for the Broncos. Jim Turner's the kicker. Bucky Delt's the punter. Perrin and Jackson, the kick returners. Upchurch and Dave Preston, the punt returners. For the Kansas City Chiefs, Livingston's the starting quarterback. You'll also see some of Tony Adams, Reed McKnight, Arnold Morgado, Mark Bailey, the running backs. White's the starting tight end. Dorsey and Marshall, the wideouts. Offensive line, very good. Herkinoff, Simmons, Rundy, Condon, Getty. Defensively, for the Chiefs, we like to play a 4-3. We'll bounce 4-3 and 4-4. 4-3 and 3-4. Art Still, Don Parrish, Lindstrom, and Hicks. Linebacking core, White, Howard, Rusmick. Defensive backs, Green, Barbaro, Gray, and Thomas. Jan Stenerud's the kicker. Zanon is the punter. Peyton and Belton are the kick returners. Peyton and Marshall, the punt returners. Let's analyze the game. Get our point spread and the over-under. Denver, 3-point favorites on the road, over-under 26. Joining us here in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium, Mike in the truck. Hope all is well on this Saturday and beyond. As they say in Pro Strategy Football, let's do this. We'll play on expert. Let's go to the studio and follow all games. And go back. Denver won the toss. They'll defer for the second half. Here's the kickoff by Jim Turner. The 1-2 Broncos versus the 1-2 Chiefs. Who's going to get the 2-2? From about the 2 comes Eddie Payton. Payton cuts to the outside. Knocked down near the 25. They'll spot it at the 25. We're just showing you the 3-4 defense. We're not calling any defense for Denver. All right. Livingston and the offense take over 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 25. We're going to go 2 tight end set. 2 tight end set. Outside run. Marshall. Let's see. Let's go strong left. Here we go. 1st and 10. A little razzle dazzle. 1st and 10. We got the Denver Broncos bunched up in the middle. Marshall, and he is squished. 3-yard loss in the backfield. Reuben Carter brings him down. That fooled no one. Not a good way to start the game for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to counter right with Reed on 2nd and 13. Counter right, I formation, 2 tight end set. Reed has some good blocking in front of him. Go, 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 go. Big run by Tony Reed. We're going to attack that right because that's what we have to do. That's a gain of 11. Gary Sorrell has joined us, hope all as well. All right, 3rd and 2, same play, 3rd and 2, counter right with Reed. First down, good tough run by Tony Reed. Reed will come out of the ball game. Ted McKnight will come in. We'll stick with the 2 tight end set. 1st and 10 for Kansas City at their 36. Let's go a little long pass here. Play action fake. We're going to send Marshall in motion, and we're going to go to White. I want to stay away from the middle. We're going to go a corner route with our tight end White. Our running backs will stay in the block. And so will our second tight end, Tony Samuels. So we're going to play action fake. We're going to try to hit White. Deep corner route towards the sidelines. 1st and 10 for Kansas City at their 36. Man coverage, everyone up in the box. Pump, throws, White could be open. Oh my God! He was so wide open, and Mike Livingston foobarred the pass. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Straight up the gut with McKnight on 2nd and 10. McKnight's got some running room. Bounces to the right, picks up 7. Good job. Good push by the Kansas City Chiefs. 3rd and 3 for the Chiefs at their 43. Counter right to the up back, Morgado. On 3rd and 3. Morgado, big first down by the fullback. He had the big touchdown to tie the game in week 3. What a wild finish to week 3 if you didn't see that. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at their 47. Morgado and McKnight are the backs. Let's run a trap play up the middle to McKnight. Chiefs have to run. Broncos, everyone up in the box. Here's the trap. McKnight. Good explosion by McKnight. He's going to pick up 11. They'll move the ball back a bit, 10 yards, but the Chiefs again move the chains. 1st and 10 for Kansas City at the Denver 43. McKnight will come out of the game. Tony Reed will come back in. Marshall will motion right. And we're going to pitch right to Tony Reed. Denver sitting in a zone coverage. Here's the pitch right to Reed. Reed cuts back middle, now bounces outside. That's another 9 yards. Kansas City really running the ball well against this Orange Crush defense. Fans here at Arrowhead are loving it. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Livingston, quarterback sweep on 2nd and 1. Man coverage. Livingston, first down. Mikey Livingston picks up 3. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the Denver 31. Marshall to motion right. Counter left with the fullback, Morgado. Denver looks like they're playing the run. Man coverage. Here's the counter right. Morgado bounces to the outside. He's got some running room. Picks up 7 or 8. Joe Rizzo brings him down. Oh, we faked them out of their jock straps on that one. Let's watch that over in slow motion. They went with the flow. You can see it. They got faked out. Morgado bounced to the outside. Good stiff arm, but then was finally brought down by Joe Rizzo. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Right up the gut. Let's run that trap with Tony Reed on 2nd and 3. Great opening drive by the Chiefs. There's the trap. Reed bounces to the outside, gets the first down. The Broncos plugged up the middle, but Reed stayed on his feet. Was able to bounce left. Picks up 3. Denver has an injury here. Bob Swenson, the outside linebacker, got his bell rung. Godwin Turk will come in. Ben Swanson will look for that Snickers bar on the sidelines. Ring my bell, ring my bell. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the Denver 21. We're going to change up our look here. We're tiring out this Denver defense, so let's go with the spread, as I like to call it. 4 wide receivers, Keller, Marshall, Smith, and Dorsey. Reed's the lone setback. We're going to run the trap. Denver spread out across. Ooh, I think they jumped. No! Oh, man. Penalties on the Chiefs. Delay of game. 1st and 15 for Kansas City at the Denver 26. We're going to run the trap again out of the spread. Reed right up the gut. Bounces left. 7 yards. 2nd and 8. Trap again. Oh, Reed is tired. We sure took him out of the game. But Reed, tired or not, plows forward for 4. 3rd and 4. And Tony Reed is down. Ted McKnight will come in. So 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs at the Denver 15. McKnight will motion out of the backfield. We're going to run a quarterback draw here on 3rd and 4. Man coverage for the Broncos. Oh, Livingston is crushed by Bill Thompson in the backfield. 3-yard loss. That fooled no one. 4th and 7. Ball at the Denver 18. 67% chance for Jan Stenrud. Here comes the field goal team. Adams to hold. Chiefs trying to go up 3-0. The kick is up. And good. Oh, Jan Stenrud comes through. 3-0 Chiefs. 6:33 to play in the first quarter. Chewed up a lot of time there. 13 rushes, 62 yards, 0 for 1 on the deep pass. We had a penalty against us for 5 yards. We chewed up 8 minutes and 27 seconds of clock. We would have loved to come away with a touchdown, but we did not. Chiefs to kick off. Good opening drive for Kansas City. That is a deep kick into the end zone, and taking a knee is Perrin. Denver, 1st and 10 at their 20. Norris, 1st and 10 at their 20. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City at the Denver 21. 2nd and 1 for Kansas Norris Weiss in for the injured Craig Morton. Keyworth the up back. Armstrong behind him. Haven Moses to one side. Doblin to the other. Odom's the tight end. Offensive line, very good. You can see 7, 8, 8, 8, 7. We're going to play our defensive line over towards the tight end. We're going to play man run. We're going to blitz our middle linebacker. 1st and 10 for Denver at their 20. Reese, play action fake over the middle to the fullback Keyworth. So Weiss to Keyworth for 6. 2nd and 4. Again, we're going to play the run. And this time we're going to blitz all 3 of our linebackers. Free safety Barbaro to read and react. 2nd and 4 for the Broncos. It's a give to Keyworth. The fullback struggles for 2. Brought down by the free safety Gary Barbaro. Big 3rd and 2 here for the Broncos at their 28. 2 tight end set. Odoms and Moore, the lone wideout. Haven, Moses, Keyworth, and Perrin are the running backs. Weiss under center. We're going to have our defensive line shift in tight. We're going to blitz all 3 of our linebackers again. We're playing run coverage man 4-3. It's 3rd and 2 for Denver. Weiss is stuffed. They went with a quarterback sneak. Weiss gets no yards. 4th and 2. The Kansas City defense holds. Word from the Chiefs sidelines. Tony Reed is A-OK. Dilts to punt on 4th and 2. Punting from about his 11. Dilts gets the punt off. It's a high punt towards the sidelines, out of bounds. 40-yard punt. Kansas City will take over 1st and 10 at their 32. Tony Reed back in the ball game. Chiefs stick with that spread. We're going to send Smith in motion and counter right with Reed opposite motion on 1st and 10 from the Chiefs 32. Zone coverage for Denver. Here's the counter right. Tony Reed has just a little bit of room. Denver quickly closes, limiting Reed to 2 yards. Reuben Carter in on the stop. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Run the trap to Reed out of the spread. Zone coverage again for the Broncos. Chiefs get a push. Reed's got the first down. Good job by the O-line. Denver is playing, sitting back in a 2-deep zone, watching the run. Good push by the offensive line of Kansas City. Herkinoff, Simmons, Rundy, Condon, and Getty. So let's get Reed out of the game. Ted McKnight comes back in. We're going to run the trap with McKnight. 1st and 10. Broncos swarm to the ball. Excellent job by the Orange Crush there. Rizzo and company bring down Ted McKnight. No gain. Joining us here at Arrowhead Stadium, Dwayne Mart's YouTube network. Check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. He just had a APA game. I believe it was 1961 Red Sox. I'm going to go back and check that out. Using the new version 12 Digital Diamond Baseball helper. It's a game also, but a helper as well. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs at their 42. Kansas City will go with a more traditional pro set split backfield. Morgado and McKnight are the backs. Marshall, Dorsey, the wideouts. White is the tight end. 2nd and 10. Morgado will motion out of the backfield. And we're going to run a quick-hitting screen to Marshall. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Man coverage. There's a screen to Marshall, but he's quickly brought down. Gain of 1. 3rd and 9. Steve Foley, Johnny, on the spot for the Broncos. 3rd and 9. The Chiefs, well, we do not excel in 3rd and longs. Okay, 3rd and long. Let's run the screen again to Marshall. 3rd and 9. Marshall gets to the outside. Tripped up near midfield. Gain of 6. That will leave a 4th and 3. Marshall couldn't break that last tackle. 4th and 3. And Marshall is down. Gerald McRae will be coming in for him. The Kansas City Chiefs will punt. And we're going to try to pin him towards the sidelines. So Zanan to punt on 4th and 3. Broncos come after it. Zanan angling for the sidelines, and that is not a good punt at all. Goes out of bounds, 30-yard punt. Denver takes over 1st and 10 at their 21. Weiss under center. Lytle and Armstrong, the split backs. 2 tight end set, Odoms and Moore. Haven Moses, the dangerous wideout. 1st and 10. We're going to play the run. And once again, we're going to blitz all of our linebackers. Barbaro, the free safety, to read and react. 1st and 10. 4-3 man run coverage with all linebackers blitzing. Motion for the Broncos. Weiss, quick hitter to Odoms. The tight end picks up 7, tripped up by Timmy Gray. 2nd and 3. The Broncos can pretty much call anything they want here. Keyworth back on the field, right behind Weiss. Armstrong to the outside of Keyworth. Doblin back on the field. He's the second wideout as the Broncos go with a 1 tight end set. 2nd and 3. Our defensive line will shift over towards Odoms, the tight end. We're going to blitz our middle linebacker, and we're going to play man-run coverage on 2nd and 3. Motion for the Broncos. Weiss pitches to Armstrong. He gains the corner and the 1st down. They needed 3. They picked up 4. There's Timmy Gray once again in there on the stop. We're coming to a conclusion of a speedy first quarter here. 3-0 Chiefs. 1st and 10 for the Broncos at their 32. 2 tight end set once again for Denver. Our defensive line will shift in tight. And we're going to play man pass. I think they're going play action fake here. Read and react for our linebackers and free safety. Motion for the Broncos. Weiss pitches towards motion. Perrin gets to the outside. He's got the 1st down and more. Lonnie Perrin picks up 13 yards. Excellent job of blocking on the pitch left by the Broncos. That should end the first quarter. And it does. 1 quarter down, 3 more to go. Kansas City 3, Denver nothing. Denver has the ball, 1st and 10 at their 45. I formation, 2 tight end set. Our defensive line in tight. We're playing the run. We're blitzing all of our linebackers. Free safety to read and react. 1st and 10. Denver calls for motion. Pitch. Armstrong stuffed in the backfield. Excellent penetration by the Chiefs. Swarming Otis Armstrong. And they have him down by the dock of the bay. 2nd and 12. Word from the Kansas City sidelines. Henry Marshall is A-OK. 2nd and 12. We're going to play the pass here. And we're going to switch it up to a 3-4. Get an extra linebacker on the field. We're going to blitz Spanny, though. Here we go. 3-4 man pass coverage. Blitzing Spanny. 2 tight end set for the Broncos. Weiss gives it to Lytle. Lytle with a good tough run. As he encroaches upon midfield, picks up 5. That will leave 3rd and 7. This is 1978. Mark Jones, 1978. 3rd and 7. Denver goes with the 4 wideouts. Moses and Kenny to one side, Upchurch and Doblin to the other. We're going to stick with our 3-4. We're sticking with our 3-4, no safety help. Blitz our 2 middle linebackers. We're playing man pass coverage on 3rd and 7. Can we get pressure on Norris Weiss? It's a give to Perrin, and we stopped them. They try to go counter left after showing pass. Perrin picks up 2. 4th and 5. Chiefs defense holds again. Dilts to punt. 13-10 to play in the first half. 3-0 Chiefs. Good job by Kansas City. Out of bounds inside the 10. Bucky Dilt's 40-yard punt. Kansas City takes over 1st and 10 at their 10. Livingston under center. Marshall, Dorsey are the wideouts. White's the tight end. Morgado, and let's bring in Tony Reed, the split backs. We're going to go trap play Tony Reed on 1st and 10. That middle looks open. That trap should pop. Yes, Tony Reed, big run. Go, 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 go. Oh, that middle was open. The trap worked for perfection. Reed pops for 26 before he's tripped up by defensive back Steve Foley. Let's watch the replay in slow motion. Look at that middle. Here's the blitz. There's the trap. There's the hold. Tony Reed ping-pongs his way through, then accelerates for a huge pickup for our beloved Kansas City Chiefs. 26-yard gain. Reed will come out. McKnight comes in. Same play. Trap to McKnight. Zone coverage for the Broncos. McKnight's got some running room and more. Bounces to the right. Picks up 7. 2nd and 3. Kansas City with their ground and pound you into mincemeat. So it's 2nd and 3. Morgado, the fullback, will get the ball. McKnight will motion out of the backfield on 2nd and 3 from the Kansas City 43. Man coverage for the Broncos. Flag. False start on the Chiefs. That false start penalty will make it 2nd and 8 for Kansas City from their 38. Trap play to Morgado anyway. 2nd and 8. Morgado, the fullback's going to rumble for the first down. Crossing midfield. Big, strong run by Arnold. Morgado, 14 yards. Finally hauled down by Randy Gradishire of the Broncos. 1st and 10 for Kansas City at the Denver 48. Let's try a flea flicker here. Marshall to run the post. White to run the corner. He's the primary. And Dorsey to run the fly. Flea flicker on 1st and 10 for Kansas City. McKnight back to Livingston. Livingston, deep corner route. Ooh, just off the hands of Walter White. Here's the replay in slow motion. Oh, that's an ouchie. Play action fake. Flea flicker. Off the hands of White. Could have been a huge play for the Chiefs. 1st and 10. Trap to McKnight on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's the trap. McKnight with a good run. Picks up 6 yards. 3rd and 4. McKnight will come off the field. Replaced by Tony Reed. 3rd and 4. Strong right. Sweep right. Tony Reed. 3rd and 4. Zone coverage for the Broncos. Reed cannot turn the corner. Struggles for 2. Ripped down by Reuben Carter. 4th and 2 for the Chiefs at the Denver 40. We're out of field goal range. 4th and 2. We're thinking about keeping the offense on the field here. 4th and 2. Kansas City up 3-0. 10:25 to play in the first half. We'll be checking scores and highlights at halftime. 4th and 2. Let's change this up. Let's stretch them out with 4 wideouts. Dorsey and Smith to one side, Marshall and Keller to the other. We're going to run the trap with Reed on 4th and 2. We're going for it. 4th and 2, Denver. Everyone up on the line. Reed, first down. Great push by the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line. 3 yards for Tony Reed. Let's watch that big play in slow motion. 4th down conversion for Kansas City. The Chiefs get the push, and Reed provides the juice. Big first down for the Chiefs. We'll stay with the spread. First and 10. Let's run that trap again. Denver, no safety help. Reed bounces to the outside, picks up a wonderful block by the receivers. He's streaking down the sidelines. Pickup of 17 by Tony TNT Reed. Huge play. Reed will come out. Oh, McKnight comes in now. They already put McKnight in. Denver's defense is exhausted. Let's switch this up to a 2 tight end attack now. Samuels and White are the tight ends. Marshall the lone wideout. I formation. Morgado the up back. McKnight behind him. We're going to send Marshall in motion. Medium pass. Marshall's going to run the fade. Play action. Everyone else stays in the block. Here we go, trying to hit Marshall on the fade. First and 10 from the Denver 20. Motion, man coverage for the Broncos. Play action. Livingston, the fade. Marshall has it. Complete, but he's immediately brought down by Lewis Reed. It's a gain of 6. 2nd and 4, that's okay. 2nd and 4. Trap play up the gut. Out of the eye. To McKnight on 2nd and 4. McKnight bounces to the outside. Struggles for a no gain. They say no gain. So 3rd and 4. Chiefs get out of their short yardage formation. We're going to go back to that spread. 4 wide. Dorsey, Smith to one side. Marshall and Keller to the other. 3rd and 4. McKnight comes out. Tony Reed comes in. But we're going to go quarterback trap with Livingston on 3rd and 4. That middle's open. Come on, Mikey. Livingston's got the first down, racing for the end zone. Oh, tripped up near the 1. No, they'll spot it at the Denver 2. That's a 12-yard run for Mike. Don't call me Emerson Charles Winchester III. Livingston. Let's watch that replay in slow motion. Quarterback trap with Livingston. This Kansas City Chiefs team is run, and run some more. Seattle and Detroit are tied at 7. Green Bay and San Diego tied at 3. 1st and goal. We're going to motion Marshall to the left. Counter right. With Tony Reed, opposite motion. Can the Chiefs punch it in and go up 9-0? Man coverage for the Broncos. Reed, touchdown! Tony TNT Reed. In like Flynn for the Nestea plunge. Here's the replay in glorious slow motion. Denver playing man. We run the counter against motion. Reed gets into the end zone. 9-0 Chiefs. We await the Jan Stenerud extra point. Cutter Historical has joined us. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. 12 plays, 90 yards, chewed up 6 minutes and 19 seconds a clock, culminating with the 2-yard touchdown run by Tony Reed. We were 1 for 2 for 6 yards passing. We rushed for 89 yards on 10 carries. 1 penalty against us for 5 yards. Stenerud for the extra point. Adams to hold. It is good. 10-0 Chiefs. Could the route be on, dare I say? Stenerud to kick off with 6:45 to play in the first half. A speedy first half of football with the run, Kansas City Chiefs. From the end zone comes Jackson. Jackson shimmy sham spins, crosses the 20, bounces left, takes it close to the 30. They will spot it at the 30. Cutter Historical says Roman Gabriel tribute game coming up tonight out. Please, everyone, check that out on Cutter Historical's channel. 1st and 10 for Denver at their 30. They're down 10-0. I formation. Keyworth the up back. Armstrong behind him. Moses and Doblin the wideouts. Odom's the tight end. We're going to switch back to our 4-3 defensive line in tight. And we're going to play man run coverage, read and react with our linebackers and free safety. 1st and 10 for Denver. Weiss in at quarterback. The pitch to Keyworth, the fullback, driven out of bounds. Picks up 2. Excellent lateral pursuit by the Chiefs. 2nd and 8. Norris Weiss in for the injured Craig Morton. Morton must have been injured in a prior week. 2nd and 8. We're going to play the pass here. Our defensive line is going to stunt. Linebackers to read and react along with the free safety Barbaro. So it's 4-3 man pass coverage stunt. Weiss. Quick hitter Doblin. So Weiss faked over the middle and quickly tossed it to Doblin to the outside. Doblin picks up 5. 3rd and 3. He was tackled by Gary Green. 3rd and 3. We will play the run. And defensive line to shift normal. 3rd and 3. Actually, we will shift over towards the tight end. Blitz our middle linebacker. Man run coverage out of the 4-3 playing run. 3rd and 3 for the Broncos. Weiss gives it to Perrin, and he is stuffed in the backfield. 2-yard loss. Whitney Paul and the Chiefs go with the tomahawk chop defense. Lonnie Perrin went down. 4th and 5. The Chiefs defense is playing magnificently today. Dilts to punt. Under 5 to play in the first half. Chiefs come after it, but they don't get there. Punt will bounce out of bounds near the 30 of Kansas City. Not a good punt. Only a punt of 36 yards for Bucky Dilts. Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their 29. Trap play out of the spread to Tony TNT Reed. Denver looks like they're playing the run. Tony Reed. Good job by Tony. Follows the blocks for 5. Rinse and repeat. Trap play out of the stretch. Tony Reed. 4 yards. 3rd and 1. Reed will come out. Morgado will come in. Trap play to the fullback Morgado. Hero of game 3. Morgado, he's close. 1st down. Morgado picks up that tough yard. Morgado comes out. McKnight comes in. They continue with the stretch. 2:50 to play in the first half. We should probably go a quicker offense, seeing that we're running the ball. And we're going to run the trap with McKnight on 1st and 10. McKnight's got a little bit of room. He's got a lot of room. Crosses the 50. I tell you, these Kansas City Chiefs, they know how to hit that hole that the offensive line creates. And the wide receivers, they block, baby, block. Gain of 11. Trap again. Oh, McKnight is tired. Don't fumble, please. McKnight, tired or not, picks up 8. Another strong run. 2nd and 2. McKnight will come out. And we're going to go with Mark Bailey. Mark Bailey, the backup fullback. Trap to Bailey. Let's give him a carry. Bailey with a huge run. The fresh legs of Mark Bailey. Gain of 11. Denver is being pounded and ground into salt by the pepper of the Chiefs. Let's go trap again to Bailey. Give him a 2nd carry. Bailey's got a lot of running room there, but just doesn't have the speed. Pick up a 4. Lyle Alzado goes limping off the field. That's not good news for the Denver Broncos. Manor comes in at defensive right end. 2-minute warning. Kansas City has rushed for 205 yards on 33 carries in the first half. This is Kansas City Chiefs football, baby. Bailey will go out. Tony TNT Reed will come in. We're going to give it to J.T. Smith on the reverse. Opposite motion of Marshall. Here we go. J.T. Smith on the reverse. Zone coverage for the Broncos. J.T. Smith turns the corner, but not much more. Struggles for 2, 3rd and 4. 1:36 left. Clock is running. 3rd and 4. Off tackle right. Quarterback Mike Livingston. Livingston, first down. Look at him accelerate. And he cuts back to the middle. Took a big hit by Lewis Wright, but held on to the pigskin. All right, 1:15. Maybe we want to call it, where are we? At the Denver 15. No, we're not going to. We're going to trap the middle with McKnight. Come on. Oh, they're sitting in a zone. McKnight's got a lot of room. A lot of room. Shimmy shams. Touchdown! Ted McKnight spikes the ball in the end zone. Kansas City up 16-0 over the amazed and unbelieving Denver Broncos. Here's the replay in shimmy sham slow motion. Look at McKnight up the middle, spin, stiff arm, shimmy sham, high step it into the end zone, spike the ball. The Chiefs have come to play here in week 4. They're not looking for another close one. Jan Stenerud for the extra point. Adams puts it down. The kick is good. 17-0 Chiefs. It's run to daylight for the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's a kickoff by Stenerud. 1:09 left in the first half. A first half of dominance by the Kansas City Chiefs. They have brought the Tomahawks out to scalp the Broncos. That ball goes bouncing out of the end zone. Denver 1st and 10 at their 20. We're going to play the pass, and we're going to actually play 3-4. Blitz Spanny. Weiss under center. Weiss gives it to Armstrong. He is tackled by the blitzing Spanny, or slowed down by Spanny, brought down by Don Parrish. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Oh no! Oh no. Timmy Gray has a concussion and he is out for the game. That is not bueno for our beloved Kansas City Chiefs. Clock stops on the injury timeout. 2nd and 9 for Denver from their 21. They're down 17-0. We're going to stick with our 3-4, and we will blitz Spanny once again. Man pass coverage. Denver calls for motion. Weiss. Kenworth sweeps towards motion, but he is brought down after a gain of 2. Art still in there for the Chiefs. 3rd and 7. Full house backfield. 2 tight end set. Odoms and Moore are the tight ends. Keyworth, Armstrong, Perrin, the running backs. I'm still going to play the pass. Read and react. 3-4 man coverage. No blitz. Weiss gives it to Armstrong, and he's got the first. They run it on 3rd and long. Word from the Denver sidelines is Lyle Alzado is itching to get back in this game, and he's angry. It looks like they're going to run out the clock here. And they do. So Denver, in a half that they're going to want to forget, trail the Chiefs 17-0 as we will go to the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio for your halftime update. The Bills 2-1, crushing the hapless Colts 24-7. Let's go to the highlights. Roland Hooks with a 1-yard touchdown run for Buffalo to get the scoring going for the Bills. To the right, touchdown. Then Baltimore, Roosevelt Leaks fumbles. That will lead to another Roland Hooks touchdown run, this time from 3 yards out. I formation, motion. Pitch opposite motion, same thing. Roland Hooks to the right, touchdown. Kick good, 14-0. Baltimore gets on the scoreboard early in the 2nd quarter. 1-yard plunge by Ron Lee. There's Lee, follows his block into the end zone. Extra point good, 14-7. Tom Dempsey for Buffalo kicks a 44-yard field goal. That makes it 17-7. Then Curtis Brown will top off the Bills' scoring with a 5-yard run. 2 tight end set, I formation. Brown, the fullback. The middle is plugged up. Brown keeps his legs churning. Bounce to the outside. Scores. Kick good. 24-7 Buffalo. Bears 7-0 over the Vikings. Art Best with an 11-yard run. The only scoring of the game. Best right up the middle, bounces left, and he wins the foot race to the pylon, beating all the Vikings. The kick was good, 7-0. Chicago. The Chicago defense has stymied the Vikings. Tarkin has thrown an interception. Then Avellini, well, it's Bob Avellini. You know he's going to throw a pick. Chicago, tried to go up 10-0, but Bob Thomas missed the 42-yard field goal. Thus, we stand 7-0 to start the third quarter in Chicago. Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Cincinnati 2-1, Saints 1-2. It's 7-6 Cincinnati in Cincinnati. Late in the first half. Isaac Curtis 9-yard touchdown toss from Kenny Anderson in the rain in Cincinnati. Anderson to the pylon, touchdown to Isaac Curtis. 7-0 kick was good. Isaac Curtis then fumbled. Let's take a look at that. Was it a big play here? Oh, it's going to be a big play. Then Curtis fumbles. So Curtis has it. Streaking down the sidelines. The Saints punch the ball out and recover the wet pigskin. This will lead to a 40-yard Steve Mickemeyer field goal, 7-3. Anderson is intercepted by Skip Vanderbunt. Then another 40-yarder, this time 43 yards by Steve Mickemeyer, 7-6. Isaac Curtis fumbles again. Let's take a look at that. Again in the rain, Curtis not handling the wet pigskin. Over the middle, fumble, Saints. So the Saints have some godly luck there. Someone's watching over those Saints. Mark Jones, how you doing? As he says, kicking was terrible in the 70s. It sure was. Cardinals 13-6 over the Cowboys. Both teams 1-2. First half coming to an end. Roger Staubach was intercepted by Carl Allen. This led, it looks like, to a Wayne Morris 2-yard touchdown run. There's Morris. He's in. Fans in Dallas don't like that. Kick failed. Shocking. 6-0. Then Staubach is intercepted again. This time by Mark Arnis. Jimmy Hart hits Mel Gray on a 6-yard touchdown pass, culminating a drive. Jim Hart, Mel Gray, touchdown. Kick good. 13-0. Dallas would get on the board with a 48-yard field goal by Raphael Septien, 13-3. Then a 46-yard field goal by Septien, 13-6. Septien, near the end of the first half, would miss a 44-yard attempt. Thus, 13-6 is how we stand. Rams in a shootout in Houston. Oilers lead 14-10. Frank Corral, 35-yard field goal in the first quarter to get the scoring started for the Rams, 3-0. Rams go up 10-0. Pat Hayden, 14-yard touchdown pass to Charlie Young. Out of the two tight end power set full house backfield, play action fake, hits Young in the end zone for the score. Kick was good, 10-0. Earl Campbell fumbles the pigskin in Houston territory. After a good run, struggling for more yards near midfield, Perry picks it up, takes it back to about the 40 of Houston, but the Rams could not capitalize. Frank Corral missed a field goal. Houston would come back late in the first half. Dan Pastorini, 17-yard touchdown toss to Mike Renfro to make it 10-7. The kick was good. Out of the spread, motion. Pastorini, lots of time. Renfro over the middle, touchdown. Then, with 29 seconds left in the first half, Campbell bludgeons his way in from 1 yard out. Kick is good, 14-10, Houston at the half. Giants 49ers 3-3. Patriots 13-3 over the Raiders, both teams 2-1. Big game there. Kenny Stabler's picked off by Steve Nelson. Let's watch that. This game is in Oakland. Stabler picked off in his own territory. Pass was intended for Dave Casper. Then Grogan, after the pick, 5-yard. This will be the 5th play for the touchdown. Grogan to Russ Francis, 5 yards and in. Motion for the Patriots. Grogan, Francis, touchdown. Over the middle. Kick was good, 7-0. Horace Ivory would fumble for the Patriots. Mann misses a field goal for Oakland of 49 yards. David Posey miraculously makes a field goal for the Patriots, 22 yards, 10-0 New England. Posey kicks a 45-yarder to end the first near the end of the first quarter, 13-0. And in the final minute of the first half, Earl Mann kicks a field goal, makes it 13-3. Patriots in the lead. Dolphins 14-3 over the Eagles. Garrel Yepremian had a field goal blocked early in the game. Eagles could not capitalize on it. Nick Mickemeyer kicks a 26-yard field goal. Philadelphia's up 3-0. That's short-lived, though, as Don Strock with a touchdown pass to McCrary of 9 yards. So Strock, McCrary, corner of the end zone. It's good. Kick good, 7-3. Leroy Harris, with 10 seconds left in the first half, plunges in from 4 yards out. Why Philadelphia is playing a zone down near the goal line is mind-boggling. Kick good, 14-3, Miami in Philadelphia. Browns Steelers in a slobber knocker, no score. We have a fumble. So Cleveland's fumbled twice. Let's see. Cleveland fumbles as they're approaching midfield. Cleo Miller fumbles. And here comes a second fumble. And this time Wright fumbles after a quick hitter on a pass. ID Jester, how you doing? Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel, IDJ. ID Jester. Packers 2-1. Chargers 1-2. 10-3 Packers in San Diego. Bernershka makes a 37-yard field goal. Rich McGeorge fumbles for Green Bay. But San Diego stopped on 4th down. Chester Markle somehow makes a 48-yard field goal. We're not at 3. And then with 32 seconds left in the half, the lefty David Whitehurst, I think he was left-handed, hits James Lofton from 7 yards out. Touchdown, kick good, 10-3 Packers. Here's the touchdown toss out of the eye. There's Lofton. Lions 14, Seattle Seahawks 7, battle of 1 and 2 teams in Seattle. Sherman Smith gets the scoring started for Seattle at the 9:38 mark of the first quarter. 3-yard touchdown run out of the full house. Pitch to Smith, excellent blocking. He gains the corner and the pylon. Kick good, 7-0 Seattle. Detroit would come back. Horace King scores from 3 yards out. Power football here in the 70s. Right up the gut goes King. Kick good, we're tied at 7. Detroit would take the lead at the 4:49 mark of the second quarter. Danielson to Scott, 30 yards. Danielson, post pattern, Freddie Scott. Touchdown, Detroit. Kick good, 14-7. Atlanta Falcons 3-0 over the Buccaneers. Let's see if anything interesting. Oh, the rain. Let's check out the rain. Doug Williams is picked off. Rain falling in Tampa. Williams rolls, throws back. Jimmy Giles intercepted by Reed. This will lead to a Mazzetti field goal. That's good. Later on, Mazzetti kicks the field goal. Because that was in the second quarter. That's how we stand, 3-0 Atlanta in the rain in Tampa Bay. Jets Redskins tied at 10, battle of 2 and 1 teams. Mark Mosley, 52-yard field goal in the first quarter. Then he misses a 25-yard field goal. So at the end of one, it's 3-0 Washington. The Jets will take the lead early in the second quarter. 7-yard run by Kevin Long. Long to the right, Long into the end zone. Kick good, 7-3. Benny Malone will high step it in from 38 yards out to give Washington, as the kick was good, a 10-7 lead. So here comes high stepping Benny Malone. I believe a former Miami Dolphin, gets the outside, gets some nice blocking, bounces back towards the sidelines, and there's the high stepping Benny Malone for the score. Pat Leahy, that made it 10-7 Washington. With 18 seconds left in the first half, Leahy will boot through the short field goal. Richard Todd holds. It's good. Let's start our third quarter between the Chiefs and Broncos at Arrowhead Stadium. Kansas City bringing much joy to their fans. 17-0 Chiefs. Stenerud to kick off. It's a good kick. Into the end zone. Perrin takes a knee. Denver, 1st and 10 from their 20. Split backfield, Lytle and Armstrong. Moses and Doblin, the wideouts. Odom's the tight end. We're going to go to our 4-3. Defensive line will shift over towards the tight end Odoms. We're going to play the run and blitz our middle linebacker. 4-3 man coverage, blitz middle linebacker, run. Weiss to throw over the middle to Odoms. He catches it. I thought he might have fumbled the ball, but he holds on to it. Took a big pop from Gary Barbaro, the free safety. That's a gain of 6, so 2nd and 4. We're going to play the run again and blitz our middle linebacker out of the 4-3. Weiss to throw again. No, it's a flea flicker. Weiss throwing the bomb. Haven Moses has it. Gain of 21. Gary Barbaro quickly brings down Haven Moses before he can part the Chiefs Sea, the Red Sea. So here come the Broncos down 17-0, trying to change the tide of battle. 2 tight end set, I formation, 1st and 10 for Denver at their 47. Odoms and Moore are the tight ends. Moses the lone wideout. Up back is Keyworth. Behind him is Perrin. We're going to play the run. Defensive line in tight. Read and react. No blitz. Weiss is going to throw again over the middle to Moore. Backup tight end makes the catch for 5. Brought down quite rudely by Ted Bergmeyer. So Weiss has come out throwing the pigskin to start off the second half as the Broncos are down 17-0. They now have it 2nd and 5 on the Kansas City 48. We're going to play the run again. Defensive line in tight. Weiss to throw for a 4th time. Hits Moses. Short of the first down. Oh, what a night. That's a baloney spot. He picks up 5. 1st and 10. So Weiss is 4 for 4 for 37 yards. Denver goes to 4 wide. Weiss and Kenny to one side. Upchurch and Doblin to the other. Armstrong the lone setback. We're going to play the pass. No safety help here. We're going to play 4-3. Mano-y-mano. 1st and 10. Weiss to throw for a 5th time. Incomplete. We had a lot of pressure in the face of Norris Weiss. Let's watch the replay in slow motion. Look at the pressure. Weiss throws off his back foot. Lucky it's not picked. Intended for Haven Moses. So 2nd and 10 for Denver from the Kansas City 43. Second and 10. We're going to switch it up, give them a 3-4 look. And they're in a 2 tight end set. We're going to play man pass. Linebackers free safety to read and react. 2nd and 10. Denver. Weiss to throw. They pick up the rush. He's throwing a sideline pattern. Incomplete to Haven Moses. Just off his fingertips. He had a step on Emmett Thomas, who was in coverage for the Chiefs. 3rd and 10 now for Denver. We're going to stick with our 3-4, no safety help. And we're going to blitz our 2 middle linebackers. Here we go. Let's get some pressure on Norris Weiss. There, they pick up the blitz. Incomplete. Weiss had a bit of the yips. Pass intended for John Schultz. 4th and 10. Diltz to punt. Kansas City holds once again. Diltz gets the punt off, trying to pin the Chiefs back. Fair catch by Eddie Payton on the 11. 32-yard punt by Diltz. Chiefs take over 1st and 10. Chiefs in the stretch. Dorsey and Smith to one side. Marshall and Keller to the other. We're going to dive play to McKnight on 1st and 10. Middle looks open. McKnight has a lot of room. Quickly closed in by the Broncos, limiting McKnight to 3 yards. Joe Rizzo and company on the stop. McKnight will go off the field. Tony Reed comes on. Trap play to Reed out of the spread on 2nd and 7. Reed is stuffed in the backfield. Denver's defense, led by Joe Rizzo, coming up big. That's a loss of 1. 3rd and 9. Oh, there's an injury for Denver. John Grant got the wind knocked out of him. Brinson Manor comes in at defensive right tackle. 3rd and 8. We're not going to pass on 3rd and 8. Up 17-0. Ball on our 13. We're going to bring in Tony Adams. And we're going to outside run Adams to the right. Motion Reed out of the backfield to the right on 3rd and 8. False start. Half the distance to the goal line. 3rd and 13. Same play. 3rd and 13. Denver has everyone up. Man coverage. Adams. Nice run. Ooh, he almost broke it for the first. He picks up. Had we not had that penalty, we had the first down. We pick up 10. 4th and 3. Zanon to punt. Worst drive of the day for the Chiefs. Punts from his goal line, Zanon. That's a good punt, though. Upchurch with the fair catch. Denver, 1st and 10 at their 38. 2 tight end set. Single wide out is Moses. Keyworth the up back. Armstrong behind him. 4-3. Run. Defensive line in tight. Weiss to throw. Odoms, quick hitter. Tackled after 4 yards by Ted Bergmeyer. 2nd and 6. Word from the Denver sideline. John Grant will be A-OK to come back at defensive right tackle when next the Broncos are in on defense. Full house backfield, power football for the Denver Broncos on 2nd and 6. We're going to play the run again. 4-3 man. Armstrong to the left. He's got the first down. He's at midfield with an 8-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Denver. At midfield, as I stated. Under 10 to play in the 3rd quarter. We're going to play the run again. Split backfield for the Broncos. Sweep or pitch to Armstrong. Now they're chewing up yards on the ground. Gain of 7 to the pitch right. 2nd and 3, full house backfield. I think they're passing on this. We're going to play 4-3 man pass. Linebackers, free safety, read and react. Motion out of the backfield. Reese to throw. Weiss looking, throwing deep. Incomplete. Pass play broken up by Ted. Was Ted Bergmeyer breaking that up? I don't think that's the right player. But the pass was intended for Riley Odoms, the tight end. 3rd and 3. Broncos come to the line of scrimmage. They stick with that power football. 2 tight end set, 3 running backs. Perrin, Armstrong, Keyworth. The tight ends are Moore and Odoms. 3rd and 3. We're going to play the run. Defensive line out wide. We're going to blitz our middle linebacker and our free safety on 3rd and 3. Screen to Keyworth. He's close to the first. He's short. Yes. Good job by Tom Howard denying Keyworth the necessary yardage to move the chains. Let's watch that big defensive play in slow motion. Excellent job by the Chiefs. They really want this shutout. Keyworth so close, but yet so far. 4th and 1. They send out the punt team. The Chiefs, we're going to watch for the fake. Dilts, will he really punt it? He is going to punt it. Angling for the sidelines. Too much oomph. Touchback goes into the end zone. 7:23 to play. In the third quarter, 17-0. Kansas City. We're going to go, Adams will stay in at quarterback. We're going to motion Marshall left. Quarterback sweep right with Tony Adams. Man coverage for the Broncos. Here's Tony Adams. Turns the corner. He just tripped up. Picks up 6. Adams will come out. Livingston comes back in. Trap the middle out of the spread with Tony Reed. Under 7 to play in the third quarter. Reed up the gut. No, bounces to the outside. He's got the first down. Broncos unable to bring down Tony Reed as he tried to plunge the middle. Able to stay on his feet. Get around his offensive lineman to the outside to the right for the first down. 1st and 10, trap to Reed again. Chiefs need the push. There's Tony Reed. TNT Reed closing in on midfield as he cut left, picks up 16 yards before he's tripped up by Billy Thompson, of the Broncos. Trap play to Reed again. Reed. Broncos swarm him down after 2. McKnight comes on the field. Marshall goes in motion. We're going to go to the left, sweep left, pitch left for the first time with motion. We usually go opposite motion. We have an extra blocker. They're playing zone. There's the pitch. McKnight, good job. He's got the first down. Yes. Lyle Alzado brings down McKnight from behind. So again, here's the replay in slow motion. We've been going pretty much right. Now, we motion left. There's the pitch left. They were sitting in zone, so we had an extra blocker on that side. McKnight will come off the field. Morgado, the fullback, comes on the field. And we're just going straight dive play with Morgado out of the spread. 1st and 10. Morgado crushed. Morgado got nothing. No gain. Same play to Morgado. On 2nd and 10. Morgado's got running room this time. Picks up 4. Penalty on the play. Holding on Denver. We'll accept that. 1st and 10 for Kansas City. Morgado comes off the field. Mark Bailey comes on. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Trap play to Bailey. Free play for the Chiefs. Denver's offsides. Kansas City will accept it. 1st and 5. Okay, 1st and 5. Why is he... Where's Marshall? Bring in Marshall. What the hell? 1st and 5. Let's trap again with Bailey. Out of the spread. Bailey! First down! Good run! Let's watch that in slow motion. Watch the block. I think Marshall throws a really nice block coming over. No, it's not Marshall. Let's go back. It is... Keller. Watch the block by Keller right there. There's the block. Springs Bailey for a few more extra yards. Gain of 7. They move the chains again. Let's get Bailey out. Continue to rotate our running backs. Tony TNT Reed comes into the game. So Reed's going to come into the game. Let's go medium pass, play action fake. Oh. Dorsey's going to run the cross. Smith is going to run the fade. He's going to be the primary. Reed will stay in the block. Marshall will run the fade on the other side. And Keller the cross. So play action fake. We're going to try to hit JT Smith towards the sidelines. Play action. Livingston over the middle. Oh, God. I saw a pickoff all over that. So Mike Livingston does not go through his progressions correctly. Incomplete to Bill Keller. Okay, well, we tried to throw, and that's what happens. Trap play, Tony TNT Reed. Come on, Reed. Reed. Close to the 15. 5 yards, 3rd and 5. All right, 3rd and 5. McKnight in for Reed. Sweep to Marshall. Wide receiver, sweep. There's Marshall. Picks up a yard or two. 1 yard. 4th and 4. Stenerud. We're up 17-0. The 3-possession game anyway. If we kick a field goal, it's still a 3-possession game. Mike, the LA Dons fan, has joined us. Says, hey, buddy, how you doing? Today is a nice game. It sure is. I think we're going to keep the offense on the field. Go fake field goal pass. We're going to try to hit White to the out on 4th and 4. Adams throws White. Jeez Louise, incomplete. Turnover on downs. 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter, up 17-0. We're going to play the pass out of the 4-3. Our defensive line will shift normal. 1st and 10 for the Broncos at their 15. Weiss to throw. Weiss incomplete to Haven Moses. Gary Green on the coverage. Denver has an injury on their offensive line. Left guard Tom Glassick goes out. Glenn Hyde comes in. 2nd and 10. We're going to switch to 3-4. Man pass coverage, blitz Spanny. On 2nd and 10. Weiss. Pitches. Keyworth, the fullback, gets to the outside. He's got the first down and a bit more. That was a pitch to the right. Excellent blocking by the Broncos. That's a gain of 13 for John Keyworth. First and 10 for Denver. At their 28, we're going to play the pass again. Weiss looking, throws, incomplete to Haven Moses. That was a quick out to Moses, well covered by Emmett Thomas. We're going to play the pass again on 2nd and 10. 2 tight end set for the Broncos. They jumped. False start. 2nd and 15. Second and 15. All right, let's switch this up to 3-3 nickel. 3-3 nickel. Man pass coverage. Wyatt is having a tantrum. Ooh, good job on read and react. They try to run the ball. They're up the gut. Armstrong for 3 yards. 3rd and 12. We'll stick with our 3-3 nickel man pass coverage. No blitz. Weiss looking. Throws. Incomplete to Doblin. 4th and 12. Dilts to punt with 4 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Kansas City, we got to bring this one home and get to 2-2. From the 25 comes Eddie Payton. A good return of 10 yards by Eddie Payton. 4th quarter. 17-0 Chiefs. Trap play to McKnight out of the spread. There's McKnight, and McKnight quickly goes down. Denver trying to get something going with their defense. Gain of 2. Word from the Denver sideline. Tom Glassick, the left guard, has recovered. He's ready to play again. 2nd and 8. Stay in bounds. 2nd and 8. McKnight goes out. Reed comes in. Trap, Tony Reed. Reed bounces the outside. Good blocking. Look at that blocking by the... Oh, he fumbled! Oh, no. Tony Reed had the first down and he fumbled. Let's look at that blocking. The excellent blocking by the receivers here. The middle is plugged. Reed bounces the outside. Look at the blocking. He's got the first, struggling for more yards. The pigskin comes loose. Denver recovers. Is this the turnover that will turn the tide of battle for the Orange Crush? They now have it 1st and 10 at their 41. Weiss under center. He's been highly ineffective. Keyworth and Perrin, the running backs. Odom's at tight end. Moses and Doblin, the wideouts. We're going to go with 4-3. Our defensive line in tight. Man pass coverage on 1st and 10. Weiss screens it to Keyworth. Keyworth picks up 5 or 6 on the screen. 2nd and 5. It was a gain of 5. Under 14 to play in this football game. Kansas City up 17-0. We cannot blow this game. We're going to play the pass again. Weiss calls for motion. Sweep opposite motion. Fullback Keyworth's got the first down as he crosses midfield. Brought down near the sidelines by Gary Barbaro. That was a gain of 6. Denver has another injury on the O-line. This time center Bill Bryan. Glenn Hyde comes in at center. We play the pass. They're in the 2 tight end set. We're 4-3 man pass coverage. Motion. Weiss looks under duress. Throws incomplete. A lot of pressure in the face of Norris Weiss. Pass intended for Haven Moses. Gary Green in coverage. So 2nd and 10. They go to the spread. Moses and Kenny to one side. Upchurch and Doblin to the other. Perrin the lone setback. Weiss under center. Kansas City counters with a 3-3 nickel. Man pass coverage. Read and react. Weiss sparks out the signals. Weiss calls for motion. Weiss drops back. Under duress. Scrambles. Throws deep. Incomplete to Doblin. 3rd and 10. We'll stick with our 3-3 nickel. Man pass. Weiss looking. Throws sidelines. Complete to Moses. He fumbles the ball. He had the first down. Fumbles in Kansas City with the tomahawk chop tackle. Has the pigskin. So back-to-back turnovers by both teams. Kansas City Chiefs fans and the sidelines breathed a sigh of relief. Here's the replay in slow motion. Norris Weiss on a roll. Hits Moses to the sideline. There's the first down. There's the big hit. The ball goes to Kansas City on the fumble. 12:34 to play. Kansas City will now go to their 2 tight end short yardage set. White and Samuels are the tight ends. Marshall, the lone wideout. The up back is Morgado. Tony TNT Reed, so far 20 carries, 141 yards, is behind Morgado. We're going to give it to Morgado, the up back, on the trap, though. 1st and 10. Chiefs get this clock rolling. Morgado holds onto the pigskin, but brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Clock going tick, tick, tick on the Broncos. 2nd and 10. Pitch right. Tony TNT Reed. There's the pitch to Tony Reed. He's got the corner. He's got the first down. Knocked out of bounds. Gain of 11. Reed comes out. Reed now 21 carries, 152 yards. Big backfield. It's going to be Morgado and Bailey. Counter right to Bailey. On 1st and 10. Bailey's got a little bit of room, and he burrows for 4. Brought down by Tom Jackson. Same play. Ooh, Denver. Bill Bryant will be A-OK to play center for the Broncos. Same play to Bailey. Counter right. There's Bailey. Yo, he's crushing the backfield. Loss of 2. 3rd and 8. Ball at the Kansas City 49. They'll take it under 10. Chiefs up 17-0. Chiefs go 4 wide. Keller, Marshall to one side. Smith, Dorsey to the other. McKnight comes in. Delayed handoff to McKnight on 3rd and 8 from the Kansas City 49. McKnight up the middle. Not much. Struggles for 2. Joe Rizzo and company bring him down. 4th and 6. Zanon to punt. Flag on the play. Who jumped? Who jumped? There's the punt. Fair catch by Upchurch. Let's check out the flag. Offsides Denver. Will accept the penalty. 4th and 1 at the Denver 44. Quarterback trap with Livingston on 4th and 1. Chiefs decide to go for it. First down, Mikey Livingston. Emerson Charles Winchester III lookalike. Mike Livingston. All right. Trap with McKnight now. Out of the spread. 17-0 Chiefs. McKnight stuffed. But the clock is going tick, tick, tick. McKnight goes out. Tony TNT Reed comes in. Smith motions left. Counter right with Tony TNT Reed. Zone coverage. This is going to pop, baby. This is going to pop. This is going to pop. Follow those blocks. Ooh. Linebackers did a good job there. Slowing down Tony Reed. It's a gain of 4. 3rd and 7. We'll take it to about 6:40 by the time we snap the ball. 3rd and 7. Livingston goes out. Tony Adams comes in. Reed will motion left out of the backfield. Adams will go to the right. Quarterback sweep on 3rd and 7. Zone coverage for the Broncos. Adams is brought down. No gain. 4th and 7. Zanon will come out to punt. He'll punt towards the sidelines. Come on, Zanon. Pin him back. 17-0 Chiefs. Under 6 to play in this football game. Out of bounds. On the 27-yard punt, Denver takes over at their 10. We're going to play 3-3 nickel man pass coverage. Weiss calls for motion. Weiss back to pass. Throws, middle, complete. No! Upchurch took a big hit, dropped the football. 2nd and 10. We stay with our 3-3 nickel man pass coverage. Weiss with 4 wideouts. Perrin the lone setback. Motion again for Denver. Weiss to throw. Looks, throws, middle. Complete to Upchurch. He's got the first down. Streaks for a few more. It's a gain of 17. Denver in a hurry up. Ball at their 27. New set of downs. Weiss looks, pads the ball, throws. Incomplete. Pass intended for the running back, Otis Armstrong. 2nd and 10 for Denver. Weiss, short, incomplete. Try to check down to Rick Upchurch. 3rd and 10. We stick with our 3-3 man nickel. Spread offense for the Broncos. Weiss, incomplete off the fingertips of Vince Kenny. I don't think that was his first choice, but time was running out on Norris Weese. He had to get rid of the football. 4th and 10. Denver to punt. 5:07 left in this football game. Can the Chiefs bring it home? Fair catch near the 40 by Eddie Payton. Adams in at quarterback. It's going to trap to Tony Reed out of the spread. Reed picks up 3. About 4 to play. Trap to Tony Reed again. Reed crosses midfield. First down. 9 yards for Tony TNT Reed. Trap to McKnight. Chiefs chewing up yards. McKnight comes out. He's closing in on 100 yards. Oh, shit. Let's give him the ball again. McKnight needs 10 more yards for 100. Picks up 5 there. He'll come out. Morgado will come in. Just keep crushing them right up the middle. Morgado's got a nice run. Morgado, big run. Go, go, go. Takes it to the Denver 16. Big run by Arnold Morgado. He'll come off the field. Let's bring in Mark Bailey. Let's join in with the fun, Bailey. 2 minutes to go. The Chiefs are going to win this one. They will not need a miracle. And they will not blow this game as they did in the first 2 weeks. All right. So, Tony Reed, 24 carries, 168 yards. Ted McKnight, 17 carries, 95 yards. Let's give it to Bailey. Let's give it to Bailey here. Bailey, Bailey, Bailey. All right, good tough run. 6 yards. Bailey comes out. Let's see if we can get McKnight 100. McKnight, McKnight, McKnight. I think he's got his 100. That's his 101, baby. Tony Adams is down. He's hurt. Livingston comes in. McKnight, 18 carries, 101 yards. He goes out of the game. Bailey comes in. Give it to Bailey. Bailey looking for his first touchdown of the season. Touchdown! To the unheralded Mark Bailey on the 4-yard trap play. Look at that smile on Bailey's face from ear to ear. He's just happy to be here. Here's the replay in slow motion. Touchdown to Bailey. Extra point, 24-0 coming up. It is good. Kansas City whomps Denver. Here's the kickoff. There's going to be no miracles for either the Chiefs or their competitors. After 3 wild weeks, Kansas City at home crushes the Broncos. Weese to throw. Let's get a pick. Over the middle, deep. Complete to Kenny. Out near midfield. Holy cow. Denver uses a timeout. Weese looking, throwing sidelines. Deep, incomplete to Haven Moses. Weese back to pass. Middle, Moore, complete. Moore works his way to the sidelines, out of bounds, gain of 15. 43 seconds left. Denver's Broncos offense comes alive finally. Deep pass, sidelines, complete to Kenny. He's knocked out of bounds inside the 10. It's a lot too late. We might lose the shutout. Four, 3 defensive line in tight. Man pass coverage. Here we go. Weese. Oh, almost picked off. Pass intended for Kenny. Reese rolls, throws. Touchdown, Haven Moses. There goes the shutout. But the Chiefs will win. Extra point coming. The kick is up. And good. 24-7. Oh, shoot. They're going to onside it. I forgot. Kansas City has it. Run formation. Short yardage. Livingston to take the knee. And that's it, folks. Kansas City Chiefs are now 2-2 with a thumping of divisional rival Denver Broncos. Kansas City 24, Denver 7. Your MVP. First, the offensive line and the wide receivers for their tremendous blocking. And then Tony Reed, 24 carries, 168 yards, and a touchdown. Let's quickly go to the stats. Kansas City rushed 68 times for 389 yards. We passed for 13. That is dominance on the ground. It's old school football in a new vision. Denver was held to 249 yards. Most of their passing yards came in garbage time. Chiefs. Livingston 3 for 6, 13 yards. Adams 0 for 1. But no interceptions. We have to limit our turnovers to win, and we're doing that. Reed, 168. McKnight, he's over the century mark, 101. Morgado, 46. Reed and McKnight had touchdowns. Morgado had a run of plus 20. Bailey had a touchdown. He had 34 yards. Livingston, 24 yards. Adams, 16 yards. Marshall, -2. J.T. Smith, 2. Receiving, why look at that? Marshall, 3 for 13. Leading tackler, free safety Gary Barbaro with 6. Ted Bergmeyer had the fumble recovery. Jan Stenerud, 1 for 1 for extra points. 1 for 1 for field goals, 3 for 3 for extra points. Let's go to Denver. Jim Turner, 1 for 1 for extra points. Rushing, we limited their rushing game to Armstrong only had 29 yards. I mean, when they ran the ball, they ran it effectively. I mean, 4.1, 5.0, 4.3. Lytle had a carry for 5 yards. They just didn't stick to it. Receiving, Haven Moses, 4 receptions, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Rushing, we just showed that. Where's passing? That's where I wanted. Norris Weiss in for the injured Craig Morton, 16 of 31, 51% completion, 177 yards, a touchdown. And the Chiefs are now 2-2. Denver's 1-3. Let's finish off the highlights. In a close one in Philadelphia, Miami wins 24-20. Nat Moore, player of the game, 7 catches, 127 yards. Highlights. We'll go to the second half highlights because we saw the first half highlights. Yepremian kicks a 44-yard field goal, 17-3 Miami. Norm Bullock fumbles for Miami, still 17-3. Nick Mickemeyer kicks a 27-yard field goal for Philadelphia, 17-6. Going into the fourth quarter, Philadelphia trying to mount a comeback here. Wilbert Montgomery from 4 yards out, right up the gut, touchdown. Kick was good, 17-13 Dolphins. Norm Bullock makes up for his fumble with an 8-yard touchdown run, out of the eye. Harris the up, Bullock to his left. He's in. Kick good, 24-13. Ron Jaworski with a 22-yard touchdown toss to the tall one, Harold Carmichael. Spread offense, motion for the Eagles. No safety help for the Dolphins. Over the middle, Carmichael goes high, makes the catch, breaks the tackle, races to the end zone for the 6. Extra point good. 24-20. And that's how it stood. At the 3-minute mark, there was still some hope. But Philadelphia misses the field goal. Arnold Hunter says it's a good night for a chat. That's a possibility. We shall see. How are you doing, Arnold? Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Let's see what happens there. Pittsburgh falls in overtime. 13-7. Greg Pruitt, player of the game. 12 rushes, 63 yards, and a touchdown. 2 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown. Well, let's go to the highlights. Nothing really happened in the first half, as you know. It was no score. Is a fumble-a-thon. Look at all these fumbles. Let's check out the third quarter. Harris fumbles. A defensive slobber knocker in Pittsburgh. So there's a Franco Harris fumble. Reggie Rucker in the red zone over the middle makes the catch. He fumbles. Pittsburgh recovers. Then, with no time left in the third quarter. Oh, actually, I'm wrong there. There's a pick by Bradshaw. No, this was the pick I want. All right, so Bradshaw threw picks. Tony Peters, that was his second pick to Peters. Finally, with 6:42 left in the football game, Greg Pruitt will score for Cleveland on the pitch left, cuts back middle, spins, and he is off like Flynn into the end zone. Kick good. 7-0. 7-0. Cleveland. With 2:58 left. 3rd and 8. Sipe throws, picked off by Jack Ham. This gives Pittsburgh the opportunity to tie it. 26 seconds left in the game. Bradshaw and the offense gets to the 4. Bradshaw completes the comeback by hitting the receiver. I think it was that Theo Bell. Yep, touchdown. We go to overtime. And in overtime, with the game tied at 7, Brian Sipe to Greg Pruitt. Pruitt breaks the tackles, and he is gone right down the middle of the field. Pittsburgh fans are in shock and chagrin. Cleveland comes in to the Steel City and upsets the Steelers. Green Bay, San Diego. Another close one. Green Bay goes to 3-1 with a 13-12 victory in San Diego over the Chargers. Turdell Middleton, 19 rushes, 139 yards, 2 catches, 15 yards, player of the game. Let's go to the second half here. Bernershka kicks a field goal of 20 yards for San Diego, cuts the Green Bay lead 10-6. Chester Markle kicks a 48-yard field goal, 13-6. Bernershka it's a field goal fest. A 49-yard field goal makes it 13-9. Bernershka with a 41-yard field goal, 13-12. So it was a battle of field goal kickers won by the Packers. Detroit, Seattle, 1-2. Who goes to 2-2? Seattle, 24-21 at the Kingdome. Player of the game, running back Sherman Smith. Smith, 20 carries, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 catch, 27 yards. Let's go to the highlights. And again, we're going to go to the second half because the first half was already shown at our halftime. So it's 14-7 Detroit. Benny Ricardo misses a long field goal here. Sims gets his touchdown run in the fourth quarter. 2 tight end set, I formation, pitch right touchdown. Kick was good, 17-14. Detroit will take the lead with 5:09 to play in the game. Lawrence Gaines plunges it in from 2 yards out. Right up the gut. Tough run by Gaines. Kick good, 21-17. Seattle, look at this drive here. 2:51 left, 4th down. They have to convert. They're down 4. Zorn, Peters, just gets the first. Another 4th down conversion with 16 seconds left. Sherman Smith, 7-yard trap play. What a comeback. Then, for the win, Sherman Smith from 4 yards out. To the left, touchdown, football game over. Kick was good, 24-21. Great comeback victory in Detroit great comeback victory at home for the Seattle Seahawks over the Detroit Lions. Atlanta 0-3, Tampa 2-1. Oh, Atlanta gets the win, 3-0. Frank Reed, the strong safety, in the rain in Tampa, is the MVP. In the 4th quarter. So, the Mazzetti field goal, and we'll show you it, the short field goal in the rain, was good. That holds up. With 8:40 to play, Neil O'Donoghue for the tie. He is unable. Well, they jumped off sides anyway, and he Shankapaloozed it to the left. Atlanta wins 3-0. Oh, we missed some games up top. Los Angeles 2-1, Houston 3-0. Well, Houston is no longer in the land of the undefeated. They fall at the Astrodome 27-20 to the Rams. Both teams now 3-1. Pat Hayden, player of the game, the Rams quarterback. Highlights. Let's go to the second half. So at halftime, it was 14-10 Houston. Rams would take the lead in the 3rd quarter at the 3:55 mark. Lawrence McCutcheon, 6-yard touchdown run. Out of the split backfield, McCutcheon cuts back to the middle and in. Kick good, 17-14 Rams. Tony Frisch ties the game in the 4th quarter for Houston with a 46-yard field goal. But with the game tied at 17 and 10:36 to play in the final quarter of football, Earl Campbell fumbles the pigskin. Rams have it. That will lead to a Frank Corral field goal, 20-17. Tony Frisch ties it up at the 3:38 mark with a 47-yard field goal, 20-20. But with 2:37 left in the football game, Pat Hayden finds Willie Miller for the score, 26 yards out. There's motion. Zone coverage for Houston. But Miller gets behind the zone, corner of the end zone, touchdown, football game over. With 54 seconds left, 4th and 29. Pastorini has to heave it up. Incomplete. Rams win 27-20. Hayden again, your MVP, 12-17, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns. Giants, San Francisco, both teams 1-2. Giants win 9-3 in a field goal thon. Ray Rhodes, the cornerback, MVP, 7 tackles, 2 for loss, 1 sack. See if there's anything highlight worthy. No, not really. Well, we should show you one highlight, shouldn't we? Billy Taylor fumbles in the first quarter. So it was a defensive struggle at Giant Stadium. Bob Farrell fumbles in the fourth quarter. And the Giants win the field goal fest 9-3. New England and Oakland. Come on, Patriots. Both teams 2-1. Oh! The Raiders win at home 29-13 over the Patriots. Patriots had the lead at the half, I do believe. Cliff Branch, the receivers player of the game, 10 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. At the half, it was 13-3 Patriots. To start off the third quarter, Horace Ivory is going to fumble in Patriot territory. This is not good. Horace Ivory loses the pigskin. The Raiders have the ball. Man kicks a field goal, makes it 13-6. Horace Ivory fumbles again. I think that's his third fumble of the game. Too tight and set, pitch to Ivory. He is hit. Again, the Raiders come up with the ball. Raiders would take that. 8 plays. Yes, so this is after that fumble. They go 8 plays, 54 yards, culminating in a Mark Van Eegen touchdown. But the extra point failed. New England clinging to a 1-point lead late in the third quarter. There's Van Eegen getting in. I think Van Eegen was out of Colgate. So it was 13-12. But then Terry Robitsky from 1 yard out. Right up the gut. Kick was good, 19-13. Stabler to Branch. Extends the lead. Final nails in the Patriot coffin. There's the touchdown pass to Branch. Kick good, 26-13. They added an Earl Mann field goal with a minute to play. 29-13 Oakland. Baltimore-Buffalo. Buffalo crushes Baltimore, not shocking. Baltimore was horrific in 1978. 38-10. Buffalo's now 3-1. That's a bit shocking. Baltimore 0-4. MVP Bob Chandler. Let's see why. 12 catches, 185 yards, and a touchdown. Let's go to some second half highlights. So it was 24-7 Buffalo. But then Linhart kicks the field goal. Makes it 24-10. Dennis Johnson out of the full house backfield for Buffalo. Motion out of the backfield. Pitch opposite motion. I love doing that. Johnson gets around the left side. He's in like Flynn. Kick good. 31-10. Bob Chandler. Joe Ferguson 38-yard touchdown toss. Ferguson lofts it deep to the sidelines. Chandler has it. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kick good, 38-10, and that's how it ends. 2-1 Minnesota, 3-0 Chicago. Battle of the NFC Central in Chicago, Soldier Field. Chicago romps the Vikings 31-14. Player of the game, Walter Payton, 27 rushes, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 catch for 14 yards. Let's go to the second half, 7-0 Chicago. Bradshaw's intercepted again. Tough day, I'm sorry, for Tarkenton. Tarkenton's intercepted again. There's Schmidt. Walter Payton, 2-yard touchdown run. Kick good, 14-0. Ooh! 55-yard punt return by Steve Schubert. That sounds classical. Coleman with the punt. Here's Schubert. Gets to the outside left, and he's down the sidelines for the touchdown. Last man standing, Coleman can't make the tackle. Doug Hunt, how you doing? Thomas, field goal attempt is good. Let's go down. And that's how it ends, 31-14. Doug Hunt says, go Chiefs. Chiefs win. They already won. We crushed them. 24-7. Cincinnati, New Orleans. Cincinnati 2-1. New Orleans 1-2. Cincinnati crushes New Orleans 27-6. Cincinnati in reality did not have a good year. But Anderson got hurt early in the season in reality. Anderson in the rain. MVP, 312 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Quickly to the highlights. Third quarter, midway through, 14 makes it 7-6. Archie Griffin scores. Makes it 14-6. And Kenny Anderson, 10-yard pass to Dennis Law. Touchdown. The route is on. Booby Clark, 43-yard touchdown run. Let's watch Booby. There goes Booby. Right up the gut. Arm tackles right through it. Bounces to the right. He is gone, baby, gone in the rain. And that is it. So Cincinnati wins. Anderson the MVP. Last game of the day to show. Let's make sure. Because by accident we missed. Oh, no, we got to show Washington and the Jets too. St. Louis, Dallas. Battle of 1 and 2 teams. St. Louis goes into Dallas. Beats them 13-9. They're 2-2. Dallas 3-1. Player of the game. The left cornerback, Carr Allen. 6 tackles. 1 for a loss. A sack and an interception. Well, let's see what happened here. Let's go to the second half. Septien, 37-yard field goal for Dallas. Then we have a bunch of field goals missed by St. Louis, keeping the game close, but Dallas couldn't come back. St. Louis wins 13-9. Here's the only touchdown of the game. No, here are the 2 touchdowns, excuse me. The kick failed. Here's the St. Louis touchdowns. Morris from 2 yards out. And then Jim Hart, 6-yard touchdown pass to Mel Gray. Final game. Jets 2-1. Washington 2-1. Washington wins in D.C. 16-10. John Riggins, the MVP. 24 rushes, 179 in yards. 1 catch for 1 yard. Second half, 10-10 to start the third quarter. Mark Mosley for the Redskins hits a 49-yard field goal, 13-10. John Riggins fumbles. That's a costly fumble there. Big run by Riggo. Then he fumbles. Jets don't do anything with that. Mosley kicks a 31-yarder. Makes it 16-10. That's how it ends. Late in the game, down by 7. Matt Robinson has to convert. They do, but they cannot score. So there you have it. Week 5. We'll see Kansas City 2-2 travel to Buffalo. The Bills, a surprising 3-1. Kansas City, after losing their first 2 games, have now won their last 2 games. Buffalo 3-1. That's our next matchup in Buffalo. So, quickly give you the Chiefs highlights if you missed it. Stennard kicked the field goal. Tony Reed with a 2-yard touchdown run. That's going to make it 10-0. Ted McKnight, 15-yard touchdown run. Extra point good. Makes it 17-0. Couple of fumbles. Reed, then Moses. Chiefs get the ball back. Pick up the 4th down conversion. Leads to Mark Bailey with 1:07 left in the 4th quarter, punching it in. Kick good, 24-0. In garbage time, Denver throwing the ball frantically downfield. Weiss, Moses, touchdown, kick good, 24-7. That's your football game. Tony Reed, 24 rushes, 168 yards and a touchdown. We're just going to show you the rushing stats real quick. Once again. Reed, 168 yards. McKnight, 18 carries, 101 yards. Morgado, 7 for 46. Bailey, 7 for 34. Mike Livingston, 6 for 24. Then our other quarterback, Tony Adams, 3 for 16. Touchdown runs by Reed, McKnight, and Bailey. All right. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. Come back for week 5 of our Kansas City Chiefs run to 500 or better in 1978. I'd like to thank Cutter Historical, Doug Hunt, Arnold Hunter, who's requesting a chat with Al tonight. It's a possibility. Dwayne Mart's YouTube network, Mike the LA Dons fan, Mark Jones, and Gary Sorrell, also Mike in the truck. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciate your time. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Check out the other wonderful content creators in our community, such as Dwayne Mart's YouTube network and Mike in the truck and many, many others. Of course, there's Cutter Historical. He has a tribute game coming up for, where is it? Right here. Roman Gabriel tribute game coming up tonight. So check that out on his channel. Thank you again. Greatly appreciate your time. God bless. Love you all. Peace.